Shalom, 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 shalom. It's your brother Dark Bar with a quick motivation lesson through the spirit, Lord willing, is edifying. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the one true power, Yahawah Wa Yahawashi, Wa Yahawashi. Yahawah is the Most High God, and Yahawashi is who the world and he calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakodash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets, the great millstone, who rule well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. And the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put it in your spirit to endure and be sincere. Shalom to the Akwathium that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being the loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in faith. The title of this lesson is going to be called "We Were Blessed with Yahawah Wa Yahawashi's Covenant." We are blessed with Yahawah Wa Yahawashi's covenant. This should be short, straight to the point. This is Psalms 105, verse 8. He have remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying unto thee, will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. Right? So all of this is ours. All of this was orchestrated and ordered by Yahawah Wa Yahawashi. We became weak, and the Lord scattered us four corners of the earth. And we're coming back to our true power in our captivities. Coming back to his ways, the reading, the teaching, and believing in him. Right? Even more, having faith in his prophecies to be fulfilled. Right? So I'm going to get a quick precept. This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, and verse 72. Just to clarify what we just read. It says to perform, outside of 71, it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he will grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear and holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our life. And thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his way. Right? And that's talking about John the Baptist preparing the way of Hamashiach Yahawashi. But this is in the New Testament, afresh, where everything that was given to us, we're going to walk back into that lot. We're going to be given back our land. We're going to be given back the rulership of the whole earth. Right? When we go to, let me just get it on the side, 2nd Esdras, the 5th chapter. The 6th chapter, Salaki. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 in verse 55. All this have I spoken unto you. Salaki, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Right? And Lord willing, we of that number to achieve that reward. And that's all by Yahawah Wa Yahawashi if we are of that number, right? To be changed and see it all. This Genesis 17 verse 2. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abraham fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Neither shalt thou name any more be called Abraham, but thy name shall be Abraham, for a father of many nations have I made thee. Right? And it's always good, Romans 15:4, to go back into the things that was written for our learning. Right? This helps you grow in faith. This helps you to believe in the Creator. Right? Yahawah Wa Yahawashi. Right? We already read Luke 1:73 because I started off for the other precept, Luke 1:72. So we're going to go to Galatians. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 3, verse 17. That's what it reads. I'll start at 16. It says, now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He saith not into his seeds as for many, but as for one, and to thy seed, which is Hamashiach. And Mashiach is an Israelite, right? Because the covenant, the oath, and the law was given to that royal seed, right? That royal bloodline. 17, in this I say that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High in Hamashiach, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul that it should make the promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more of promise. But God gave it to Abraham by promise, right? And that's for the children of the woman that was free, you know? You know, like we always say, pinky promise. This is a promise the Lord won't break, right? Let's get Hebrews chapter 6 and verse 17. Verse 16, for men verily swear by the greater in an oath, for confirmation is to them an end of all strife, wherein God willingly more abundantly to show unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath, right? And the heirs is the children of Israel, right? The tabernacles of David, right? Man, it's amazing to see it, right? It's amazing to read it, what I mean, right? And to believe in this, right? This is something that was thought of before the foundations of the earth. Then when people was on the earth, it was already initiating this to happen. Then Yahawah came, laid himself down, ushering in the end times, right? And the true children of Yahawah, now that they tap back into their knowledge, they're patiently waiting for our power to return, right? And again, Lord willing, we are of that number. Let's go back to Genesis. Genesis chapter 13 and reading verse 15. This is what it says. It says, for all the land, I'll read verse 14. It says, and the Lord Yahawah said unto Abraham, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thy eyes, and look from the place where thou art northward, and southward, and eastward, and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. Right? And I will make thy seed as the dust of the sea, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, I said the dust of the sea, Salaki. Reading it again, 16, and I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered, right? And this is, it all is about the children of Israel, you see? And we need to always inform our children, you know, the women, right? The men that's gonna come into the fold, right? Who's searching for this knowledge. We need to know these things, right? From the basics to graduating to middle school, to high school, to college, to really getting into the meat of the prophecies, the dark sayings. You must know about your land. You must know about your people. You must know the covenant and the oath and the judgments and the law that Yahawah Wa Yahawashi have given our nation. You know, that's an excitement over all nations. Genesis 15 verse 18 I'll start at 17. It says, and it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. In the same day the Lord Yahweh made a covenant with Abraham, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates, the Kitnite, the Kizanites, the Cadmonites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, and the Rephaims, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Girgasites, and the Jebusites. This is a big mass of land, right? All the way to the Euphrates and the Nile River of Egypt. That's we have a big mass land that's ours. You know, you want to have a delight telling your kids, you're better than America. You know, telling your daughter she's like a princess, a real princess. She's above all women on the earth. You know, your daughter, your son is above all these nations, man. It's an excitement. It's a joy because we were put down so much, right? And I'm going to read one last one, you know, because I just spoke on kids. And it's important to teach the next generation, you know, especially the kids, you know, because if the parents, the grown-ups wasn't here, how the kids going to learn? Because they're already polluting the education of our children, you know. At the end of the day, like my daughter, as soon as she starts school, they giving her mad homework. Like she a super genius. And then half of the information they give, from what I found out, they don't teach her history on where she come from, Black, Latinos, and natives. Because, you know, when education and from year after year, they start changing and taking certain things out, you know. So outside of going to school, this is the number one teaching our children, our wives, the men should be learning. This is something that was hidden from us because we're a special people. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 6. And I really want to get to the point, right? This is verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord Yahweh our power is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord Yahweh thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul, with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. Right? We want to teach. You want to teach your kids this a fascinating history, which is true, right? And of course, because we in our captivity, we're in a lower state. Most kids ain't gonna gravitate to it right away. This is why, starting with the men, you must strive for this, for your family, you know, for your youngest child, for your oldest, for your wife or wives. You must strive for this, so that, Lord willing, that your children and your wives have a fighting chance to get the kingdom. You know, I want to see my daughters and my sons, my household playing with lions. Take my kids to the zoo. They can't play with those animals. I desire for my kids to see something they ain't never seen. I desire for my kids to get beamed up, you know, so they can understand why I was striving, right? So this is which one I want? I think I want Proverbs 22. This is Proverbs 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right? So you want to train your child in the way that they should be going so they don't depart. But since we in this captivity, you're always going to be fighting the battle. But it's about you. Are you being the doer for this? Are you setting the standard? Are you being an example in front of them, so that is no excuses that they are your children, your wife, your homie, your friend? You can never say you didn't know. You know? You can never say that you didn't know if you're not pressing towards the mark. So whoever is listening to this, remember, you are blessed through Yahawah Wa Yahawashi. You are blessed. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Yahweh speed.